Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. All right, guys. So in today's video, we're going to do another complete guide video on a legendary character. And the name of that character is Batman Who Laughs. Yes, guys. There are a lot of things that I could talk about this character. So in this video, what we are going to discuss is that we are going to take a look at the passives. What are the good things, the bad things about the character? We're going to talk about how to play with this character, like the gameplay. I'm not going to exactly play with the character, but I'm going to tell you guys that how exactly you need to go with this character and when you are in a fight. And then we're going to talk about the stats and the artifacts which are going to work on the particular character. All right, guys. So before we proceed, I just wanted to let you know that if you are new to the channel and if you're watching this video for the first time, I would like to ask you to please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell notification for further updates on videos just like this. All right, guys. So first up are the passive abilities. So let's go quickly over here. All right. So I basically, have him at 4 stars. Hence, the passives are also at 4 stars. All right, guys. So 16 seconds in the darkest night form, which will give you plus 325% attack. That is the increased attack that you will get when Batman Who Laughs is in the darkest night form. Plus, you can also reduce opponent's current health by 2% on every fourth successful basic or swipe attack. So you do 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one will reduce 2%. And then 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one will again reduce 2% of opponent's current health, and which will happen till maximum 37% of the health for the particular opponent each battle. All right. So what is the darkest night form? So basically, there is the power bar below the original power bar, which is like purple color, and it gives you extra power when you do a special attack with Batman Who Laughs. So let's say if you have Batman the Drowned or Robin King, they can also increase that particular power bar by using the basic attacks. Okay, but when it comes to Batman Who Laughs, you just need to do specials, and you will get increased power in that particular section of the power bar. All right, guys. So this is what we're talking about, the Crisis Energy Power Bar. This is what it's called. Each successful special performed by the Batman Who Laughs produces Crisis Energy. When it's maxed out, you will get into a Darkest Night form, which will give you extra attack and help you to reduce opponent's current health on fourth successful basic or swipe attack for maximum 37%. I think it's pretty clear. The first passive is pretty clear. All right, so minus 19% damage under despair debuff. Up to stacks up to three and use special for interruption. Okay, this is very interesting, guys, because it can help you to save your character when the opponent is doing a really high damage dealing special on you. It mostly comes in handy in arena and champions arena, but it also can come in handy in the raids and solo raids. All right, guys. So let's say when an opponent is doing a special attack on your character, then you will get a chance to interrupt that special and do our own special on the opponent. But in order to do that, your crisis energy should be there for at least 60% of original power cost, and that will be costing you if you want to interrupt the opponent special. If you're trying to interrupt the opponent with your special one, you need to have at least 60% of that power which is used to do a special one. Crisis energy cost gets rounded but cannot be lower than one power bar. Okay, now it's the summary over here. The Batman Who Laughs can interrupt, like we just talked about, opponent special by performing his own crisis energy instead of using power. Okay, this applies permanent despair debuff on the opponent, which will reduce their damage by 19%. This is what it is on passive number 2, level 4. Okay, and it stacks up to 3 times. Okay, this is something that may not be that big of a deal over here, but it sometimes helps. Okay. All right, guys. Now, Master Manipulator. Okay, so passive number 3, combo needs to be higher than 24 hits, which will give us 105% extra crisis energy. So whenever you do a special attack, 1, 2, or 3, you need to make sure that the combo is higher than 24 hits, so that you will get 105% crisis energy for that particular special attack. Now, there are chances that when you do a special 2 or a special 3, which has more than 24 hits, then you might also actually fill the entire crisis energy bar and start doing the basic damage and doing the percentage damage too. All right, using specials and super move with high combo meter grants Batman who loves extra crisis energy. As simple as that. All right, guys. Now special attacks. So Jokerize, that's the name of the special one. Okay, so we get he does like a basic animation for special one, and he we gain 2%, 2.696%. We can increase that now. It's 2.757% 7 crisis energy bar. Okay, that's the one below the normal power bar. And so basic this is like a basic animation that you do, which can also be actually converted into a loop. You know, so let's say if your power cost for special one is not that high, if you're using, let's say Power God or Dr. Fate in your team, they can also do a loop, but make sure that you are focused because sometimes the animation at the end, the opponent's animation, not Batman who laughs animation, but the animation for the opponent can be a bit slow when you do a special one. And sometimes it can be of normal speed where you can actually swipe right and start doing your basic hit combos. All right, moving on to special two. Again, let's upgrade this. All right, so special 2 is 100% unblockable. Okay, there is no way or no shield or no super shield or no reflective shield can block this particular special 2. This helps very much in Arena and Champions Arena. Plus, it gives you 3.372% crisis energy bar. And again, and 26 seconds of surrendered debuff. So let's say if you're using this, the opponent will be surrendering, like basically, neutralizing all the shields, barriers, and temporarily disabling all blocking specials, plus blocking specials. All right, so this is very simple to understand as well. So let's read the summary once again. The Batman who laughs calls for his twisted sidekick who slashes the opponents, neutralizing all shields and barriers and temporarily disabling blocking specials. Okay, as simple as that. All right, now special number three. Again, let's upgrade this. All right, so special three is where basically, he uses a crowbar to hit the opponent and kick him afterwards. It's a fun animation, but mostly it does a lot of damage over time. Plus, it gives you 4.699%. No, I'm sorry, not percent, but 4.699 crisis energy bar. Let's read the summary. The Batman who laughs attacks the opponents and unleashes his dark sidekick to finish the show, to finish the job. All right, guys. Now, those were the passives which are really important for a particular character. Make sure that you always know a character when you're using him. Okay. Now, let's move on to the build. Okay, the stats. So, as simple as that, you just need to max out critical attack damage, critical attack chance. There is no need to add lethal attack, no need to add I'm sorry, defense or anything else. It's just critical attack damage, critical attack chance, and max out your fast attack chance too. If not maxed out, obviously let's keep it more than 50%, you know and but make sure that you max out these two. There is no need to add any lethal attacks or anything else, or any resistance or defense or blocking or anything else. It's just CAC, and fast attack, and the remaining stats should all be attack on the gears. Okay. You can add a fast attack on the gears, and you can add attack on the gears, and maybe you can add one CAD and one CAC, and the rest all should be attack. And when it comes to the talents section, then I would say it should be two critical attack damages, one critical attack chance, and yeah, three defense. That's what it says. So yeah, you can also add a bit of defense if you want, because if in case your Batman who laughs is dying pretty quick, if you don't have the gears, if he's dying pretty quick, then you should add defense, obviously. Now I have to reroll this for a lot of things. Like I need to replace the lethal attack, I need to replace armor piercing, because these two may not work, will not work. Definitely, I will replace these two with critical attack damage and maybe one CAC with the defense, so it should work out. All right, guys. Now let us talk about the artifacts, which are the artifacts which will be very helpful over here. All right, guys. So the first artifact that comes to mind is obviously dark metal cards, because he will do percentage damage, yes, but with that he can also get some crit hits. The second artifact that comes to mind now, there is one thing that we had before, but it's not there anymore. Is that the twin blade? The damage for twin blade was like twice of what we usually get, and it used to give us like increased percentage damage. But that debuff, that glitch, I'm sorry, has been removed. But yeah, if you want, you can try twin blade, but believe me, it won't work. So usually when I play with Batman Who Laughs, I usually put in either dark metal cards if I'm not using if basically the opponent is having a resilient modifier, where he basically ignores or basically has increased resistance to critical attacks and critical chance. So that's when I use a dark metal card artifact. But mostly when I use this particular character, I usually go with the solo raid artifact on him. Like, let's say this is Dawn of Apocalypse, right? So I will just put on another Father Box on Batman Who Laughs. Let's say if I'm playing with this character in, let's say Advent of Chaos, which was there before, I would just go with the Chakra, and yeah, mostly solo raid artifacts would be the right choice to go. But if in case, if you are using, like if you're fighting against something which is resistance to crits, then I would suggest to go with dark metal cards. You can also go with crown, but again, you won't get that kind of damage which you will get from Batwoman the Drowned, because Batwoman the Drowned is one character which is like best suited for Crown of Kandak, not Batman Who Laughs. All right, guys. Now the teammates. The teammates are pretty clear. Actually, there is a full metal team: Robin King, Batman Who Laughs, and Batwoman the Drowned. Let's say if you don't have Batwoman the Drowned or Robin King, you just have Batman Who Laughs. He also can be used without gears. Okay, so make sure that you remember that. So I have these three gears with me, but all these three gears are mostly I got them from the power up chest. I haven't exactly purchased it because if I would have purchased it, then I would have had five gears, but I only have three right now. So yeah, even if you don't have the gears for Batman Who Laughs, it's fine. You can try to open power up chest for a few times. If you get a two or three gears, it's fine. Do not aim for getting the full five set of gears. But yeah, I think the best team is the metal team. When you don't have the metal team, you can only use Batman Who Laughs with other percentage damage dealers like Deathstroke or King of Atlantis Aquaman himself or Zatanna, because whenever he goes into the crisis mode, he will do the percentage damage no matter what. Okay. And when you're using him with the other percentage damage dealers, let's say like King, then it will be a benefit because you will use King and then Dr. Fate and then one more character which will probably if you're using Batman Who Laughs, it will be a plus for you because the power cost will be a bit low, which means you can do more specials because of Dr. Fate. And more specials means that you will get more crisis energy, which means you will go into the Darkest Night form too often and do a lot of basic attacks and do a lot of percentage damage. All right. All right, guys. So I think I covered pretty much everything that we need to know about Batman Who Laughs. If you still have any questions about the artifacts, especially, or anything else, do let me know down in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer it to you. All right, guys. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching the video. You guys have a great day. Take care. Be blessed and have a good one, guys. Bye bye.